Lashea was last seen in Aurora, Colorado, in the early morning hours of July 15, 2016. She left home without her mother's permission to meet an unspecified individual, and she never came back. The last sighting of her was on surveillance footage, walking near a bus stop in the 1600 block of North Peoria Street at 2:23 a.m.
Ooh. I didn't really think about this list when I added it, that it's probably going to be pretty sad because it's unsolved mysteries. I hope it's just not all missing people, otherwise it's going to be a real downer. Can't really make that fun. Poor girl. That's why I don't go out at night. I just stay in with the lights on. I only go out in the daylight, which may surprise people because they think I'm a vampire. But I don't like the night because people want to hurt other people. That's what I've learned. I also don't walk alone. I'm just generally scared of a lot of people. I don't trust anyone. I think they're going to kidnap me or kill me or do both. Hold on. That was a glitch in the Matrix. No car, no car, no car, no car, no car, no car, no car. Car! That was a glitch in the Matrix. Did you see that coming, Chris?
No.
It came out of nowhere. That was a time-traveling car. It came from a different dimension. Can confirm. Sometimes I blink and I miss things. Did the bike come out of nowhere? Okay, no bike. Whoa. Yeah, that's it. The bike came out of nowhere. It kind of like skidded from behind the man's back. He's a cool guy. That's a new bike, I can tell. He's excited, he's doing some tricks. But he skidded in from another dimension as well. Everyone's just time traveling left, right, and center. I wouldn't really want to time travel there. No offense, I need to stop making fun of places, people's things, and cars.
Dude. Did you guys hear that? Weird, I've never heard anything like that before. Oh, that was a big one.
These are some of the worst actors I've ever seen in my whole entire life. This is the biggest load of heard. That's added in post. I know that for a fact. Also, if you were hearing that sound, you'd be flipping the out. I would be like on the ground in a fetal position because bombs are about to drop. Like, that's what I'd be thinking. Holy sh**. Is this real? 2014. This can't be real. I feel like if that was a thing that happened, I would have heard about it. Is this real life right now? I don't think it is. I think this is fake life. That looks like the sun's exploding. I think that's post-production. What is that? Don't like that it's going down. Looks like something's exploded and is now falling out of the sky. Or it looks like, you know, the remnants of when like spaceships explode. And then it's coming down. Maybe it's a bomb. Maybe it's meteorite. It also kind of looks like flames in the sky coming down to burn someone. It's gonna land right on someone, it's gonna burn their face off. I hate this video. Makes me uncomfy. I don't like it. Looks...
Дымится, смотрите, дядь Коль, да?
Да.
It's changing shape. Looks like a hula hoop that's just kind of stuck in the sky and it's just moving. But then it looks like a cloud, like a ring of black smoke. And then it reminds me of something, like, I don't know, it makes me uncomfy looking at it. I don't like it.
Okay, I don't know if you can see this. Check this out. Holy shit, goodness.
What?
What the?
What?
Fucking flipping out, dude.
Why is he flipping out? What's he looking at that I'm not? There's just clouds.
What the fuck? Okay, I don't know if you can see this.
No, I can't see because you're lying.
Check this out. Holy shit, goodness.
Is it that weird shape?
Fucking flipping out, dude.
Okay, there's kind of a shape, I guess. A little shape. It's clouds, right? I've seen clouds before. Has this man? Maybe he just discovered clouds. He's like, whoa, guys, look at this. Look through my 6 sunglasses. They're probably white.
10-year-old psychologist Emmett Welton was caught on video arriving back at his apartment complex in Phoenix, Arizona. Another young, unidentified man wearing a regular bright green hat was in the passenger seat. They got out of the vehicle and walked into the building, where they were seen again on a different camera. They got onto the elevator, where they were captured on a third camera. 2 hours later, the passenger is seen on the footage leaving the apartment complex, but by stairs and not the elevator, and in a relaxed manner.
Do I not get the end? Someone tell me. So the other guy died, the psychologist. Okay, fan theory. Maybe it was a psychologist and his patient. Maybe his patient killed him. It was very much like the Sixth Sense kind of business. That's what happens at the beginning of the Sixth Sense for those who haven't seen it. He's dead the whole time and his patient kills him. That's sad that he died. I would like the end. I don't like when I just get a little snippet of information, then I don't know the end of the story. It's like, is this guy caught? What happened? How did the other guy die? What went down in that apartment? Who's to know? But I bet it's a psychologist and the patient. The patient just killed him. What's... Oh! What the f***? Where'd that gate come from? Is that floating gate? That whole clip was very confusing. It started with the man outside. I was like, what's that man doing outside? And then there was 2 men walking. I thought one was going to be scary. And then a car came out of somewhere, and then a gate came out of nowhere. Can't really tell you. But I guess it is an unsolved mystery. Ooh. What the f***? Oh. What the heck's that? At first, the first close-up I thought it was one of those really shaggy dogs. But then I realized it's much bigger than a dog. That looks like nothing I've ever seen before. But it does not surprise me because the ocean, everyone knows how I feel about the ocean. It houses many things, very scary, and we've only explored around 10% of the ocean, so we don't know what is in there. Most of the ocean we can't even get to, it's too deep. Explode. Ooh. Now, we'll be honest with you guys, because you get angry when we react to clips we've reacted to before and then we pretend we haven't seen it before. I have seen this clip before. I reacted to it with Keegan just yesterday. He made some very inappropriate jokes about the shape of water and lovemaking. Anyway, that is some freaky real life mermaid. I believe there's mermaids in the ocean. Not your typical like Ariel from The Little Mermaid, but like weird creatures that kind of look human but have webbed hands and feet, kind of like when Harry Potter transforms in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire when he's in the Triwizard Tournament. Ooh. It was a ghost? Maybe it was are they implying here, shot in the dark, because they're showing us this memorial area with the Challenger? Are they implying that orb was someone from the Challenger? The Challenger exploded, it was very sad, a lot of people lost their lives. Devastating. It might be a ghost, who's to know? And when you first pulled up the clip, I actually thought the unsolved mystery, like I was expecting for some reason the spaceship in the corner of the room to take off. Holy sh**.
Even the police get scared when the dead come around. After hearing that scream, however, it's hard to really blame them, especially in a cemetery and at night.
These are the two worst police officers I've ever seen in my life.
You were supposed to run towards the danger,
Yeah,
Mr. Police.
There's a scream. It could be someone hurt. You're there for a reason, investigating something, and you hear danger, and you run in the opposite direction.
Ooh, it's a spooky graveyard. It must be a zombie and not somebody getting assaulted.
Nope. They're fired. They're both fired.
Oh, they've got the camera footage to prove it too. Just like
they ran so fast.
these guys are on street patrol, like paperwork for the next year.
Paperwork for sure. Definitely.
Do a flip.
Okay.
Do a flip.
I remember we reacted to this once, and then they added an unnecessary jump scare at the end where it was like a face.
Oh,
so
yeah.
now whenever I see this pop up, I'm like, oh my god, is there gonna be a face? Is there gonna be a face? It's just a floating baby. Leave him be. He's gonna be a gymnast.
Floating. He's just balancing. He's really good at it.
He's a gymnast. Like let him be. It's like he's walking on one of those beams. He's gonna do a flip on the beam.
Yeah, like this kid's basically, like, I think what's happening here is that like he's hungry, or like he crapped his pants, and now he's trying to let his parents know, and he figures the best way to get their attention is not just sit down in bed, is to get up as high as he can and scream.
What the?
Are they monkey aliens?
I don't care what they are. They're scary beasts. What video game is this?
I think it's a video game. To me, it looks like somebody like animated those and put them into cell phone footage.
It looks like, nah, this is a video game. The way the character's moving, it's like a video game.
You sure?
Yeah, trust.
Trust. I don't know. I mean, regardless, I don't know if it's interactive. I think it's just video footage.
This is real. Okay, sorry. Everything we react to on the channel is real, guys. Even fake stuff. Oh, this beast again.
Oh, yeah. So we don't see it on the rope this time. Oh.
Oh, different footage of him this time.
Yeah.
Apparently multiple people have spotted this beast.
Yeah, this is just like they're in a park and it's just a quick little snap. It's freaky though.
Reminds me of like something from Stranger Things.
It does. It kind of feels like a Demogorgon / Xenomorph.
Yeah.
But like it's just like the kind of like the wireframe version of both of those.
I just hate that it's just moving so slowly and casually.
Well, it's got so many legs, it shouldn't be moving that slowly.
And also, don't you have somewhere to be, people to kill? Like, what are you doing?
See, I'm gonna go out there and look.
Huh?
He's dead!
Holy
This boy dead!
Where did that thing come from?
Leave the next room. It was waiting in the door frame.
Me. Well, I don't have to worry about his lips anymore because he's dead.
Right? Like I was like, oh, what did he say? Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He is deceased.
So many thoughts were going through my head, and then he just died.
Just
I was like, are you speaking English? Are you drunk? Like what?
Literally out of nowhere. He's like, hey man.
Yeah.
Dead.
That's exactly what he sounded like.
This poor guy.
I don't feel bad for him. He had it coming. Whoa. Oh. He got knocked out with whatever can fell out of that cupboard.
Okay, let's take bets on what the can was. I say it was a big can of diced tomatoes.
Interesting. My first thought it was like a can of vegetables, but like peas.
Peas.
Peas would do that to you.
Interesting.
Peas are so they'd come for you.
You think that's Candace?
Yeah, Candace, wake the
What is this?
Ooh. Bye, Candace. I feel like, have we seen this one before?
Yeah, but this is like somebody's commentary on it.
But I thought when we watched it originally, I thought there was someone else in the bed with her. That's what's tripping me out.
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah, there was someone else in the bed with her, and we could see, I swear in the other video, she started out more as human and then went into like a doll. And I was
Yeah,
like,
because
"Ooh."
her face changed.
Yeah, this
So
is
maybe
different.
this is the same creature, different person.
Different person. I think it was someone else's room before.
Wow.
Okay. Look at a ghosty thing. But it looks like someone's shadow. When they walk away, I see a physical form and then something larger.
Like, are they stretching out? Are they climbing up something? Are they being pulled
Well,
up?
that's what was confusing, because initially it just looked like a ghostly form, and then as soon as they started walking in, I saw a physical form and then like a ghostly form going up. That, I'm confused.
I'm very confused.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh, what the Oh, no.
Well, there's no video 2. They said it was video 1 the night. There's no video 2. It's over.
That's game over. You lost the race, first of all. Like, that guy was fast as Oh my god, if I saw someone running backwards at me, I would have thrown myself over that barrier so quick. Died. I want to die on my terms, not on a backwards running man's terms.
Yeah, no good.
Holy sh**. Why was the head so big? That's my question. The head seemed far too big for what it should have been.
That's part of the charm. That's
It's
how it
charming?
scares you, yeah.
Did this not freak you out? It just charmed you?
Oh, it charmed me to death.
So
bro.
if you saw that, you would have gone behind the tree and been like, you called me, I'm here.
I think I would have ran too, but I wouldn't have like sat down on a pallet and like kicked my legs in the air like this guy. I would have just ran away.
He also ran like 2 centimeters away.
Yeah,
he
he ran,
stepped and then like sat down
So
on
he
a
was, like,
bench and we could still see the
sort
tree.
of outside the structure,
Yeah.
to just inside the structure. That was his
Exactly.
only
Exactly.
motion.
Oh, there's someone in the bed. Oh. Freaky sh**. There was a ghost in the bed. They just wanted to cuddle and be spooned, and then
Yeah, like seriously, look at this. At the beginning of the video, this guy's just spooning a ghost. That's kind of nice.
it's nice. Look, ghosts need love too.
Free cuddle sesh, no strings attached.
That's my dream. That's my dream. Honestly, goals. Give me this.
Give a ghostly cuddle loose.
I want to be the ghost, so when like someone tries to like get more from me and pull the blankets away, I'm like, gone.
God. Yeah, that's the correct move. Now get out.
No, it's gonna open. It's gonna open. Oh! Oh, someone stood there? I can't see. Oh no, it's the bathroom. Ah! Oh my
Why would you
God.
go to bed?
Oh my God. I'm so scared. Oh my God.
Was it a different monster?
I thought it was a ghost at first, and then it was like this black form, like this creature, like this. I don't even know what the that was. It looked like the Babadook.
It did.
Yeah, it's creepy like that. Oh.
ね、なかったでしょ。でさ、これ何？これ
What the
なんでこんなとこ置いてんの？ああ、それなんだっけ？あ、そうそう、この間あそこ行ったの。なんだっけ
Oh!
Huh?
何いやいや
What's going on?
Holy. Oh, I don't need a replay. I saw it pretty clear.
I mean, that first shot when he comes in through the door, I didn't take in that he was like demonized.
I thought he was just a person. That one.
That.
That's some fucked up shit. Why was he lying down? He was like, I'm here. He was trying to get in
Double.
all the shots. He was like, I'm
Yeah,
here.
he's making sure he's getting all the angles. You know, he's
I'm
showing
here.
off his profile.
He's just
above,
always going to be
below.
in the background. He's like the annoying extra in a movie. He just always pops up. It's like, why are you still there? Oh. Nah. I hate this dude. I think this is like something that would be in music videos you listen to.
Yeah, no, that checks out actually.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I think you know what? I realized after the fact that one of the things we've reacted to is from an Aphex Twin music video, and I listened.
Oh,
to
I know.
Aphex
Yeah,
Twin.
I know that one. Yeah, only from talking about it on Top 5,
Yeah.
where it was like,
Aphex Twin is sick. That's some ambient stuff. That's nice.
it's like,
Felt like Fortnite dances on acid.
it just makes me think of what hell could potentially be like.
Yeah.
Like, just, you're just present, you have no physical form, and this is happening around you, and there's no way to escape, you're just always watching.
You're always just experiencing
Yeah.
whatever it is that is. You're just eyeballs.
You're just eyeballs.
Maybe some earballs too.
Earballs?
You know, the things you hear with. Earballs.
Don't like the way it moves.
Oh,
Yikes.
wow, we've got, this is an intrepid camera person.
I can't tell, what, is it getting
Followed
longer? I
all
can't
the way
tell.
to the- I think
where
it's
it
just a
ends.
different angle because we were seeing it from behind before.
Ooh, oh.
Is it going up a building or are we looking down at it?
Oh, I see its shadow.
Oh, yeah.
That's down. It looks like a miniature Cloverfield from Cloverfield.
It does. Yeah.
It's-
Little Clover.
Oh, little Clover.
Little Clover.
Oh, it's lost his mum.
It's like a horse size. You could ride around on it with a saddle.
Well, that'd be
It would
fun.
be fun until it eats you.
Oh.
It's like horses can kill you by like kicking you in the face. This thing
That's
can kick you in the face and eat you.
When I was younger, a horse bit me on the inner thigh once.
Wow.
Almost took a chunk out. But I was in with the wrong crowd, you know? I had a friend who lived down the street. She was called Beth. She was always up to no good. And she said, let's go hang out with the horse down the street. And it wasn't our horse, it was just someone else's. And she was like, let's climb the horse. So I tried to get on it, and as soon as I tried to put my leg over it, it bit my inner thigh. But anyway, that's my experience with the horse, so I don't have any plans to ride any animals.
Do not be afraid.
Okay. I won't be afraid.
I hate this. I hate things that are wormy looking. Like, it reminds me of the grown-up alien baby.
It does?
From, you know, like we talked about it last time from Eraserhead?
Yeah.
It looks like a different version of the Eraserhead baby, alien baby.
It does,
I don't like the wormy body.
The worm shape, but it's got like a long flowing cloak to mask that wormy body.
I know, who
it's
knows?
Giving you the illusion of having like a body that is not just
Exactly,
worm.
and that's what makes it scary, because it will lure you in and then it will take off its cloak and then say, haha, sucker, and then it will kill you.
No, it'll say, haha, I'm a worm, and it'll give you a big worm hug.
Ouch. Oh, I'm not at home.
Chris, you on this? You switching off the lights? Don't look out the window. Oh God, what if Karen comes now?
Don't know what to
I'm
look.
waiting for a last burst of sound.
It's the end.
All right, we're good. So, basically,
There's nowhere
don't
we
do
can.
anything.
We can't look anywhere. No, we've already broken it because we were supposed to remain silent.
We're
looking.
supposed to interact with everybody outside of our homes, and we're kind of breaking that rule. Like,
But this is our home now.
this,
Also,
this is our new home base.
I'm looking out the window. Sucker, come get me. It would suck if, like, at the end of that, someone genuinely opened the door.
Right?
My
Expecting. Don't look at my awful hair.
I looked. That was scarier than any video
That was
we've
really rough.
reacted
That was
to.
hat head after a late shower.
Down your stairs with the inverted filter. I'm gonna show y'all because my legs look backwards as heck. Alright, so this is with inverted off. Bro, this is inverted on. This is same direction. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, what's that?
The staircase is leading me to the. Oh, I don't even know how to record this.
What's coming up the stairs?
What is that?
Oh my God! Stop it! Stop it!
can't
Stop
do
it!
this.
Stop it! Stop it!
I can't do this. Yeah.
What the heck was coming up the stairs?
I don't know. She turned on the inverted filter, and that like invited some inverted demon into our home.
Yeah, never do the inverted filter because, you know, it gives demons access to our world.
Yeah, and it also makes your selfies look bad. Have you ever tried that? Where it's like you take a selfie and then you flip it and you're like, that's my face? That's what people see?
Well, no, that's the whole thing, is that, like, the only photos that look good is, like, when I take a selfie on, oh, land and missed call. When I take a selfie on my phone, it flips it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
like you see yourself in like the live image. You're like, I look fine. And you take the picture and you review them later. You're like,
no,
nobody can see this.
The worst thing is, and this was a trend on TikTok, people doing it, where they were reacting to that inverted face.
Yeah.
That's how people see you. So
Yeah,
like, how I see myself is not how you see me. And I hate that you see the inverted me because it's not as superior. It's inferior.
It's true.
Oh my God. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I can't. Headphones are out. I can't hear it. I can't look at it. I can't look. Tell me when it's over. Tell me when it's over.
I will. Oh, it's over.
Did he genuinely eat that spider?
No, he spat it out at the end, but he definitely chomped on it a couple times. He went, hey.
That's horrific. And whoever found this content, we're gonna have words because now these are just personal attacks.
There's a chat.
These are personal attacks on me.
Spiders in your mouth, spiders in your mouth, spiders in your mouth.
How about some personal attacks on Keegan, huh?
Nothing bothers me though. Come on. What bothers me? Tell them what they could put in here to be a personal attack upon me. Other than images of Lucy.
True.
Hey-o.
True.
What happened to her face when its tongue? It looked like a little arm at first. But
Yeah,
then
that's
it,
what I thought.
went
And then
to tongue mode.
at the end, she looked like a doll.
Right, like her eyes like went super like glowy, and her mouth went wide open. At first, I thought somebody had like put like the awesome face on her, but like
yeah.
no, it was not.
That was some freaky.
Nope.
Imagine waking up in the night and there's just like a black tongue coming into your mouth, and then there's like someone convulsing above you.
That's like a sleep paralysis demon, like on X Games mode. You know, like that sleep paralysis demon takes its job seriously.
What the hell is that? Is that SpongeBob? The SpongeBob.
It's from Nickelodeon.
This is evil, Nick. This is dark web Nickelodeon. No.
What's that?
Don't know. That was dark web Nickelodeon. Like someone's taken SpongeBob and really done some to him. I didn't like that. I didn't like the way he was moving, and then his skin was like, his sponge was like soggy and like
It's not good.
no, none of it was good.
There were some bad emotions imbued into that footage.
Yeah,
And
I
whoever
feel
that
that.
man was at the end, let us know if you know who that man was at the end, because I don't know. I'd like to know, but I'm sure that knowing will not make my day better.
Oh, I hate this already.
Oh.
Oh. What the heck? Ah.
Ooh.
Ugh,
Ooh.
what the hell is that? Well, I know it's a man that's put many things on his face, but when he was shaking his head, what was flying off his face? It looked like...
Well, it was like partially dusty, but also partially like soggy.
Yeah, I thought it was like meat.
Yeah.
Wet meat.
Like wet meat, but like with like a layer of like
Dust.
like drywall dust on it.
I didn't like any part of that. That makes me uncomfortable.
The
Like,
different iterations of the face reminded me of like different deep sea creatures. Like I got like a little bit of like blobfish action in there. You know, like some angler fish.
Like, I know this is just one man putting weird things on his head, but the fact that someone made this, like, I just want to know, like, where are you in your mind? Like, how are
He's
you?
deep down behind 6 layers of meat and concrete paste, you know? Like, there is no man there anymore. He made these things, he's lost himself.
Scared. No, leave me alone. Oh, I didn't like that. That felt like, have you ever done the thing, I can't remember the correct way, the 3D auditory...
Oh yeah, like the one where it's like you've got the full stereo
Yeah,
experience.
there's one on YouTube called like Torture Chamber 3D auditory.
Why?
And it's right up, like you close your eyes, lay down, and you listen to it, and you truly believe you're in this place. That, as soon as I heard those like banging in my ear, I felt like I was somewhere else. I didn't like that.
Why would you subject yourself to something like that? Like a 3D torture chamber ASMR?
Because it's interesting, it's unique, it's like you're in a horror movie for a sec. Your imagination takes control, and you just lie in the dark, and then there's I did it, and I out my bed. Oh, watch out.
Jennifer, no. Hidden room.
That's not
Jennifer, get out of there.
Poor Jennifer, she's a goner.
What is a hidden room? How do you know it's hidden if there's a camera in there?
I don't know. Oh, her reaction was good, I believed it. Poor Jennifer,
Poor
R.I.P.
Jennifer. You're just sleeping in your bed and suddenly something comes through your floor?
That's some rough. That's what he was doing, he was trying to jump up.
He was like literally like Mario punching the ceiling.
I wondered what he was doing. I was like,
a
why'd you
coin
keep
block.
jumping? Just walk up the stairs.
On August 7th, 1972, 16-year-old Janetta De Palma left her home. Her plan was to hitchhike to her friend's house before work. When she didn't arrive or return back home, her parents filed a missing persons report. Despite an extensive search, the Springfield Police Department came up empty-handed. On September 19th, just 16 weeks after she went missing, her remains were found. A dog had wandered upon her body and brought back her decomposing arm to its owner. The rest of her body was discovered on top of a cliff inside of Springfield's Hodel Quarry. The locals called this cliff the Devil's Teeth. Many witnesses at the scene reported that her remains were surrounded by various occult objects. Accounts vary, but the most common one is that her remains were found in a coffin-shaped perimeter of logs. Also inside this perimeter was several makeshift wooden crosses.
Well, something went wrong there. My goodness. Poor Jeanette. I feel like I've heard about this before, but I might be mixing it up with a different ritual, because I don't remember the devil's teeth, I don't remember the coffin, I don't remember the dog coming back with an arm. That is just terrible. Can you imagine being a homeowner with a dog and your dog brings you the arm of a 16-year-old girl who went missing? What do you do? I guess you just call the cops and hope it all goes away. My word, poor Jeanette.
Okay, you have the doorway here.
Yeah.
Okay, then to the right you have a hedge, and then you have an evergreen tree. If you follow that line straight back, courtyard's in there.
Okay. So that's where they have the ceremonies in
the outdoor part of it. Part of it was indoors, so we only got to see the outdoor part.
Right.
We only got to and to listen to the outdoor part. God only knows what went on indoors.
And what did you hear? What was it you know? You managed to get this unique
it was disgusting. It was gross. I mean, they were pretending to murder people. And
what was the tone of it though? Was it jokey or was it quite...
No, it wasn't jokey at all. It was sick. That's about the only way I can describe it. It was sick.
So what is this, like cult activity in this building? They own this building and somebody's like peering in on it? It looks like this is a newscast. It's not just some independent investigation. I don't really know what to think about that. They say they're pretending to kill people. Do you think is it pretend? Or is it real? Are they really viciously killing people? If it's that disgusting to an onlooker and then they take it inside. Or maybe it's just some weird like reenactment. Maybe it's, I don't know. I don't really know what to say about that. Although, if I had a big-ass building like that, I'm sure people would be suspicious of me too, especially with all the screaming I do in the backyard.
In California, there is a secluded campground known as Bohemian Grove. Once per year, a group of powerful politicians and businessmen meet there in secret. They gather around a giant statue of an owl and carry out the bizarre ritual you can see in this video.
How have I never heard of this? All these powerful people just hanging out in some backwoods California locale, chanting and laughing at the base of a giant owl. I want to go. I want to see these things. I want to be a successful person, like even if I have to sacrifice, you know, some part of me to a giant owl. I feel like more people should talk about this. Is this real?
Otherwise known as the Texas Vampire, Pablo Vasquez met a 12-year-old boy while at a party in the city of Donna. He was drunk and high when Satan told him to sacrifice the child immediately. Pablo did as he was told without a moment's hesitation. He took a piece of pipe and struck the boy in the head repeatedly. When the boy was barely breathing, he took a shovel and brought it down on his throat. Then, he kneeled down and started to drink the blood as it spurted out of the wound. When police uncovered the buried body of 12-year-old David Cardenas, one of his arms was completely missing, and the other one was a stump. There was no skin on his back at all, and he had a hole in the back of his head. The devil was telling me to take it away.
Take what away? His life? Like all of him? There's so many pieces missing. I don't think it was the devil. I think this guy is just like a little out there and had way less inhibitions than he usually would because he was drunk and high. What kind of party was he at where he met a 12-year-old and was able to get that 12-year-old away from the party so that he could beat him with a pipe? I don't know, like, they're making it sound like it's some sort of like devil worship magic thing. I just think this person like totally lost grip on their, like, they totally lost their grip on reality.
16-year-old Victor Alice was found guilty of capital murder and gets life in prison for the horrific ritualistic death of 15-year-old Corian Cervantes. According to authorities, Alice and 17-year-old Jose Reyes beat the teen in a Houston apartment as an attempt to sell their souls to the devil. The girl begged for mercy as her attackers gouged out an eye, sexually assaulted her, stabbed her multiple times with a screwdriver, and bashed her head and face in with the lid of a toilet tank. Alice strangled Cervantes with his belt so he could sell his soul to Satan. Cervantes' body was found 4 days after the attack in the vacant apartment. Reyes was found guilty of capital murder in December. Both teens were tried as adults.
This is another instance where I'm not so sure what the devil has to do with this. It just sounds like there were some very unhinged individuals doing awful, violent things. That's my take on it anyway. Like selling, like selling this story that they're trying to, you know, give themselves to Satan, like kind of like, you know, ignores a lot of like ignores like the root of like the terrible things they've done. Maybe that's just me, but I think we should address why they were doing these things separate from the supposed devil worship and talk about who they are as people, potentially. I don't know.
The case against Miguel Angel Alvarez Flores and Diego Alexander Hernandez Rivera rests on the testimony of a teenage girl. A girl police say was abducted, raped, and then held as a prisoner by the MS-13 street gang. The girl told police she was held along with another young woman she knew only by the name of Genesis at an apartment where the men lived and where they'd erected a satanic shrine. On February 16th, the girl told police Genesis denounced the shrine and a short time later disappeared.
Genesis? I mean, maybe we're closer to some actual devil worship on this one because they had the shrine and they had a person named Genesis. But yeah, it seems like that ritual went wrong because, you know, these people got away and were able to talk to the police.
A vampire killer who stabbed his victim 66 times on a coffin then drank his blood is due to be freed. Daniel Ruda made international headlines after carrying out the gruesome murder with ex-wife Manuela in Germany in 2001. The pair described the butchering of their pal Frank Hackert as a satanic sacrifice. Both joined in drinking the victim's blood. When he was sentenced in 2002, car parts salesman Ruda filed his incisor teeth to razor-sharp points to give him the appearance of a vampire.
Part-time car part salesman. Interesting. I mean, is that his courtroom picture? Him with the big bug eyes, giving you the finger, flipping the bird. Do I look like him? If I wasn't wearing a hat. My goodness. And he got his wife in on it too. Just, I think like some people just fly off the deep end.
What you just saw on tape is Maurice being exorcised by Bishop Robert McKenna. In 1985, the strange things that began happening in the Thoralt household escalated. Maurice started experiencing blackouts and he began bleeding from his eyes. Blood started appearing in their house and voices could be heard even when no one was around. What was most shocking was the existence of a supposed doppelganger. His wife would follow this Maurice and he would suddenly disappear. She would head back to the original room, only to find him there, unmoved and with no recollection of ever leaving.
Interesting. So they're exorcising him. He's obviously got something going on. He was bleeding from the eyes. There was blood in the house just appearing, I guess. So the whole house is full of demons at that point. His doppelganger walked away. Maybe at that point, like, his erratic behavior was causing like some mental blockage in his wife where she was like imagining him leaving the room and coming back. Oh boy. And we got to see some of the exorcism, but I feel like there's more dramatic footage of this. This is him sitting looking shell-shocked and that's it. But we hear all these dramatic things. We don't see any of them. So did they happen, or is this something that somebody wrote down like in some of the old school exorcisms where they kind of, embellished what they saw because there was no there were no witnesses, there was no proof otherwise. Who knows?
Friends went into the woods. 4 of them had been pre-selected by the group to serve as sacrifices. They were forced to drink more alcohol than they could stand while under the threat of violence should they disobey. Each of them were around 16 or 17 at the time. When they were too drunk to properly defend themselves, their Satanist friends attacked. Unbeknownst to their victims, this murder was actually an initiation ritual for new members to join a cult. The recruits counted out loud as they stabbed the victims 666 times each.
It's a lot of stabs. I feel like that's like an excessive amount of stabs even for a satanic ritual. 666 you say. You think that's a lot? It is a lot, definitely. But I think once you hit a certain point, like the people are dead. If the devil's watching, he can see that you're committed. Do you need to hit 666? I suppose. I feel like that much alcohol might just kill you anyway. You know, the knife wounds might have been unnecessary in the end if they force-fed them booze until they were like passing out.
Dateline, Northport, Long Island. A quiet community rocked by reports a teenager was dragged through these woods toward a late-night ritual of death. An eyewitness said the victim, Gary Lowers, was forced to pray to Satan as he was repeatedly stabbed to death. 2 young men were arrested. James Troiano was found innocent last month, but his alleged accomplice never made it to trial. Ricky Casso committed suicide in jail the day after his arrest.
Yeah, that's not good. That's definitely a ritual gone wrong. I don't even know if it was a ritual. Maybe these guys were just like edgy, you know. I feel like whenever like especially like old school TV, like that old, like you could hear like in the quality of it, you would see it. Like that's an old school airing of Dateline where people were like, I guess people are just as inclined to believe like crazy stuff as ever, but like Satan was like a hot topic at one point and like everyone was just like, oh, this murder happened? Satanic murder. They made him pray to the devil. Alright, I guess. I mean, there's another thing. It's like, are Satanists really this violent? I don't think so. I think people that like worship Baphomet like are mostly like non-violent, especially when they're trying to initiate people. I don't know. Whenever we get like photo slideshows like this, I'm inclined to think it was maybe just a regular murder and somebody's trying to spin it as more satanic than it is.
An 18-year-old young man from Arizona decided to throw caution to the wind and hopped a bus to Milwaukee, Wisconsin to meet a lady friend he met on the internet.
Oh.
Well, hopefully the wind will blow some of that caution back at him, because upon arriving, he somehow became embroiled in a 48-hour sex-fueled occult ritual that left him tied up with duct tape and sporting more than 300 knife wounds. It seems his aforementioned lady friend, Rebecca Chandler, and her roommate, Raven Larrabee, got a bit dark with their out-of-town visitor, but claimed that all the banging, binding, and bloodletting was completely consensual, though, Chandler admits, the stabbing may have gotten out of hand.
300 stab wounds and he's alive? I mean, it's not 666, I guess. Boy, that's just, that's something else. I think that's, again, I don't know if that's, if it's Satan worship or if it is some sort of kinky bedroom nonsense, because again, they said it was consensual even if the stabbing got out of hand. Can we talk about how that presenter presented it? He thought he was really clever. I mean, I do that sometimes too, but he really sold the fact that he thought he was really clever.
A group of Satanists sacrifice a man in an attempt to resurrect him. Yes, really. The killing of the man is successful, the resurrection, less so. It is not known where this video originated from, but it was first made available online in 2014 and has been terrifying people ever since. In the clip, the men mark a white pentagram onto a black floor. Once that is done, they move on to bathing the sacrifice as they dangle strange religious objects over him. There is no audio, but it seems they are mumbling some kind of incantation. It is also worth noting that the sacrifice seems to be a willing participant. Somehow that makes it all the more chilling.
Does it? I mean, it's probably just a special effects showcase from back in the day, you know, the nobody knows the history of it. I don't know if that makes it actually scary, because it probably just popped up because. I don't know. The killing was successful, the resurrection wasn't. I think that's a really funny line because yeah, that's probably to be expected. It's easy to kill somebody. To bring them back to life, that's a whole other story. I don't know. It looked a little too professional to be a real snuff film. But hey, you know, you tell me if you believe otherwise.
Or there's a lot happening.
Rabbits?
No.
Are they?
Oh, what are they?
They're like insectoids.
Yeah,
but humanoids.
They've got weird antennas. And then there's a big boy at the top. Do you see the big boy?
Oh, there is.
Yeah, he's like the queen bee. He's like, don't f with my flock.
Just gonna clap some heads if anybody touches the flock.
Yeah, like these are my children.
50-foot arms. Boom,
yeah,
boom.
He's gonna kill.
Absolutely crushing people. Like you're in a dark alley, you see this, it's over. They're gonna come like rushing down like flood water. Like they are going to consume you like that.
Yikes. This also looks like somewhat like an abandoned home. Even worse. Imagine coming downstairs and this shit's there. You're like, hold on. This gonna take a second. Oh my god. Okay. I see a big skeleton. I see a lot of naked bodies hanging from within the legs.
It's like they're coming down from the womb area. If the skeleton was a birthing skeleton.
Birthing, yeah. And then there's something weird happening in the middle there with one person who's like, ugh, ugh. Do you see that one?
Yeah.
Where he's like, ugh.
He's got his arms up. On the right side, the far right, we can see more demon-y guys coming in, looking like they're gonna be eating some people. They got big, toothy mouths.
People are getting consumed.
And then on the left as well, yeah. They're kind of like the consummation, the eating of people is kind of being hidden by just how this is made, because we can see like there's like a weird demon thing with a face for a torso with his mouth wide open, and then you go slightly more to the left and you see like a weird bat creature that's kind of like flying through with like a snout and like fangs. Do you see it?
Yeah.
And then we've got that guy who's going like this, and I think he's being like tentacled. I think that's part of
so
it.
as well.
Yeah.
I think this is hell.
This might be a circle of hell. But which circle? I don't recognize this circle.
I don't recognize this circle either.
Oh! People pie!
This is like something Ed Gein would have in his house.
Ah! Yeah.
I can't. Sometimes I just can't. I never know what's going to come out of your mouth. I never know.
It's usually spittle.
Spittle?
I feel like I spit when I talk.
Lovely.
I see it in the lights.
Yum. Excellent. This I don't like. My least favorite is top right because the tongue is just going.
Really? I think bottom left with the teeth.
No, the top right that reminds me of that TikTok. I'm gonna make a reference now. You can make your Vine references. I'm gonna make my TikTok references. Where it's like, I'm alive but I'm dead. Anyone seen that?
Sure.
I'm dead. I'm alive but I'm dead.
I feel like I'm dead. I'm alive but I'm dead.
And then they stick their tongue out like that.
I'm alive but I'm dead, and then they stick their tongue out.
Ooh. 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 Weird teeth. They make me uncomfortable because they seem so thin that they would just snap.
Right?
I don't like the idea of teeth snapping.
No, but there's so many of them that maybe just like, if some of them snap, it doesn't really matter. Like it's like kind of like a numbers game for this creature.
I just feel like if that tried to bite on my arm, all those teeth would just bend backwards.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not doing anything to me. You would just be like a gumless or a gummy mouth, just like.
Just a gummy mouth going
like that scene in Drag Me to Hell with the old gypsy woman in the car, and she just like sucks on the woman's chin with her gumless mouth. Oh, not gumless mouth, gummy mouth.
Gummy mouth.
Carl Tanzler removed Elena Milagro's body from her tomb, covered her rotting skin with silk and plaster, held her bones together with wires and coat hangers, replaced her eyes with glass, and slept with her corpse for 7 years.
So he made a big stuffed animal body pillow mannequin for himself. Just out of a corpse.
That's very disturbing. Especially because, like, he looks like a scientist.
Yeah.
Like, why? I just want to know why. Was he lonely? There are many people on this planet. You don't need to go for the dead ones.
It's like the Frankenstein kind of deal, you know? You think you can, so you do. You wanna...
But you shouldn't.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. Ooh.
That's such a nice painting. I'd put that up in my house.
Everyone's dead, but they're all dressed to the nines. But they're all dead. Yeah, 9.
I had to make sure. I was like, how many fingers do I have again?
They have no eyes. This one, the one on the second from the left, fucks me up the most because the mouth is like lines.
Yeah.
And that freaks me the out. It's like they're all watching a show and then...
Yeah, that's what I'm getting some theater vibes.
Yeah, theater vibes, and then they all died.
They've all went out for a show. It was a haunted show, or potentially the building burned down and turned their skin to bubbling wax, and then they came back as ghosts when they rebuilt the theater on top of the old one.
Truth. Also, this guy at the front, in the third in from the left, he looks like Leatherface. He's
got leather shapes, head face.
Yes,
Head
exactly.
Face. Head shape.
Head face,
Head
shape.
Face shape.
Face shape.
Shape face. Hey.
We know what we're talking about. This is...
this is Trevor Henderson, right?
Yeah, Trevor Henderson.
Yeah.
I love this picture. I do feel uncomfortable, but I like it a lot.
I feel like I know the name of this one. I can't recall it.
I've included it on a top 5 list once. But there's... I think there's more than one head. I can't remember, or maybe it's just the one head on this very strange body that's just legs.
Yep.
Very creepy. Imagine driving at night and that's just in the middle of the road.
I don't want to imagine that.
I would just turn off my car engine, take off my seatbelt, open my door. I'd get out. I'd go to the front of my car and I'd say, "Kill me now, impale me with your claws."
You've got this all planned out, like down to the last words you'll say.
Exactly, that's exactly what I would say to him. Impale me with your claws, beast.
Impale me with your claws, comma, beast.
Exactly.
Lucy McPhee, 2021.
Put that on my gravestone.
Oh, that's kind of sick. That that's like out of Legend of Zelda. That's like out of Ocarina of Time when you're in the great tree and you gotta fire your arrows at them so they turn around. Or I guess you don't have arrows at that point. You gotta use something, your slingshot to make them turn around, and then you can hit them in the soft belly.
Excellent. Nice reference.
See, now you know how to beat this spider. So if you ever run into something like that, you could do that.
I'm confused as to what exactly is happening because it looks like there's a skull on top of a spider/crab. Like, I can't tell if that's a spider. Is that a spider or a crab? That's a spider.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see 8 legs.
Okay, so
plus
it's a
the 2
spider.
pincers.
It's a spider, but how did the skull get on top of the spider? Or is that a sack? Is that an egg sack?
Egg sack shaped like a skull?
Yeah.
Full of all the babies that'll kill you
Yeah,
and
is it
reduce you to a
weird?
skull?
Huh? Oh, this is like, are these one of those sleep paralysis pictures where it's like...
looks like a demon.
The demon on your chest. That's what's happening when you wake up and you're like, why can't I move? It's because there's a demon on your chest, whether you see it or not.
Hold you down.
It's like, sit.
Stealing your life energy.
Exactly.
Beating you.
This is exactly what's happening. This has happened to me many times. Not that I've seen the demon, but I've woken up so many times. The worst experience was when I woke up and I was lying on my stomach, so my face was in the pillow. And I woke up and I couldn't move a thing. And you start to, because you're still like, you're awake and aware of your surroundings, but you're still dreaming. I thought someone was breaking into my apartment. So I was trying to scream and I was trying to move, but I couldn't move. So then I was just like, trying to make breathing noises to get the other person's attention, being like, and then I couldn't, and then eventually I fell back asleep because I didn't care. I was like, just kill me.
Wow.
It's intense. I don't like that feeling. I hate that feeling of not being able to move.
Is there... Okay, so the thing that's bothering me the most here is that right up close to the lens, out of focus, you've got another limb. Do you think that's a second one of these things? Because it doesn't look like a tree trunk. It doesn't look like a branch.
What I was going with here was that it was the outline like of a car, and that someone was in a car, and they were taking a picture of this weird thing in the trees, and they were like a quick drive-by. They were like, quick, get your phone out, snap, 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 move on, move on.
No, that makes sense.
And what's the light on the left-hand side?
Maybe the window is shut in the car and it's reflecting some sort of gas light.
I actually know what this is. I think it's one of the worst drawings I've ever seen in my life. Okay, Pikachu. Diglett used Scratch. Huh? Is this a Pokemon reference and I just don't understand?
It's the premise of this joke is that Diglett is just that little nubbin, right? You never see what's below the earth. He always just pops up from the earth.
Oh, and that's below.
Because he can use Scratch. Like, how does he use Scratch? Like, he doesn't have any limbs. Or does he? And now he looks like an eldritch monstrosity, and Pikachu will never be the same.
Well, I think Pikachu's a bit of a bitch, to be honest.
You're telling me that you think you're fighting a little nubbin in the ground, although this is a terrible type matchup for Pikachu, you know, like ground type and rock type attacks will just absolutely smush him. But, you're telling me that you thought you were fighting a little ground nub. Turns out it's a giant, clawed, winged abomination from hell. You wouldn't be upset?
Me personally?
Yeah, you personally.
No.
If you were a Pikachu in this situation.
Oh, well, I'd never be a Pikachu because I'm not a bitch. What the f***? It looks like a human has bonded with a tree.
Yep.
And there's a branch growing out of its armhole.
Mm-hmm.
Its leg is a pipe. Do you see that, or am I blind?
Like at the bottom?
Yeah, the white thing sticking out.
I don't know if it's a pipe or like a soccer ball or it's something.
I think it would make more sense to be a pipe than a football. Maybe
it got stuck there for years.
True. Well, I just don't quite understand what's happening here. Do you think someone was burned alive and then someone just started, it just, you know, merged with the earth?
No, I think this is some sort of tree spirit.
It's a tree spirit?
Tree spirit that eats people and becomes their visage.
Interesting. Sure, let's go with your reasoning. I think it's the most logical.
I think the most fun about this clip is that we're gonna be sideways the whole time.
I know, we've just accepted. We haven't asked for it to be flipped, we're just accepting.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks. I would probably punch in the face if I saw this.
What are we watching?
I remembered halfway through the video what this video was. It's lost tapes. And I was like, what the fuck's happening? It was all over the place. I still don't know what that video was, but the jump scare got me, even though it wasn't a jump, it was like a loud bang.
It was just it was a jump scare without like the visual of a jump scare. It was just a loud noise. Because we're listening to this demonic voice. I heard like it mostly sounded like gobbledygook to me, but I heard breakfast in there at some point.
I heard breakfast
right?
too, yeah.
So it's breakfast time. Somebody's hungry and they don't want bacon, they don't want eggs, they don't want hash, they want your flesh. Nom 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 nom. Tasty.
Okay, so I went on a roller coaster ride of emotions with this video. At first I was looking at the background, I was like, is that a glacier? I was like, and then I was like, no, they wouldn't be swimming in that kind of water, too cold. But I was waiting for something to fall, and then I thought, is he trying to drown the other person? I thought there were two people, they was trying to drown one. Now I realize, I think that it was a shark?
There was something in the water.
Something in the water trying to kill him.
Trying to take whoever was in there down. And the camera person, I guess, I feel like there isn't a camera person. I feel like they've just propped up their camera.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it's like Jaws and they got into the lake. Sharks about.
Could it be a Piranha 3D situation where a bunch of prehistoric piranhas have come up to munch and lunch upon everyone?
3D or 3 double D?
Oh, I was just gonna say that. 3D, because 3 double D kind of sucked. 3D was sick, 3 double D
3 double D
sucked.
was bigger.
It was bigger, it was more brash, it was bouncier.
Bouncier for sure.
He can't see me. I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. No, please! No! Please! 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 No! Dog. Handle it.
I know this. This is so cool. I knew I recognized that tune from somewhere. This is a short film that a bunch of kids made.
Ooh.
And it's really, really good. Like they did a whole series in the back of the day because the first one went so viral.
Yeah.
But I did this on the list once, and it is seriously like such a good short film. It's
Ooh,
nice.
I want to watch it. Send it to me.
Yeah, I'll have to figure out what I forget what it's called, but it's wicked. It's named after like a road that they keep seeing because they're driving around the back road.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
And they keep passing the same sign and they don't know why.
Yeah, I've seen this somewhere. I saw it pop up when I was doing research for Top 5 once. There was a tunnel. There was a tunnel at one point.
Yeah, because they shouldn't have gone through the tunnel, but they do, and then they back out when things start going weird. Oh.
Yeah, finish.
Did you get grabbed?
I feel like we need to watch the end again because I think
from
someone
like
grabbed.
halfway through because I maybe I'm imagining this, but I saw like spindly fingers.
Yeah, I thought something came around like a pale creature or something from the back.
With stringy arms and legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, finish.
Yeah.
Shed a tear for our lost lad.
R.I.P. You're dead.
You're definitely in the belly of some beast.
You sacrificed yourself so we could have this last tape.
That was found.
That was found.
Glad somebody found it.
Sadly, you weren't found.
You remained unfound.
Sucks to suck.
Just a pile of bones somewhere now. Probably not even.
Inside the belly of the pale creature.
The pale creature's belly. Now it's both your belly, you know? It's like your apartment, except you're dead and there's no lights.
No.
No heat.
No.
No landlord, which is nice.
That's true. It's always a bonus, for sure.
Please just listen to me and let me be nice. We need to talk face to face.
That's a very, very unwise decision. It's up to you now. Save your own life.
This is why I'm scared of Tinder. I go on there for fun, but I'm scared that I will encounter someone like this. They'll appear fine at first and then they're outside my apartment. They're breaking in while I'm taking a shower. They're leaving me handwritten notes with bloodstains, sacrifices, sending me locks of their hair, casting spells.
Yeah. Yeah, that's scary stuff.
Did you ever do this?
I wouldn't, no.
Okay, that's good to know.
It seems a little much. It seems a little entitled, you know? Like, that somebody owes you any of that. That because you're, like, willing to, like, camp out in front of their house for 3 days, like, they have to give you the time of day.
Yes, exactly.
That's not how it works. If you're a creepy freak with big, beautiful blue eyes like him, you deserve nothing.
He did have beautiful eyes, and that was the one thing I was like, don't acknowledge them, because he's creepy, but
I think he's too into showing them off. He's like, Kristen, listen to me.
I'm here.
My camera is way too close to my face right now. I am shirtless. I wrote you a poem. It goes like this. Kristen, your blood. Your blood, your blood. I want it. Kristen.
Bernardo's position was that he did not kill, that Kristen French and Leslie Mahaffey
died when they were left alone with Carla Homolka.
Oh,
By no
Paul
bad,
Bernardo, okay, yeah.
maintained
Paul
he had
Bernardo.
always planned to let his captives go.
Probably. Why?
Homolka was the prosecution's key witness. She cut a deal for a reduced sentence in exchange for her testimony. She said just days after cutting Mahaffey's body into 10 pieces. The Homolka sisters, all three of them, enjoying a holiday just weeks before Tammy was raped and killed by Bernardo and her own sister.
I hate this case. And the worst part is that
She's
Carla
alive.
she lives in Ontario.
Is
she
it?
lives just outside of Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she went away for a few years and then came back. Yeah.
I remember people, as soon as she like moved into the area, people were so angry that she was living there, as I would be. She helped kill her own sister. That's I remember watching, they made a TV movie about it starring Laura Prepon, and that is horrible what they did. Paul Bernardo, you.
That's just like the world's like most like manipulative individual.
Exactly.
Like, able to just like bring people in and just snuff them like that.
Yeah, it's horrible. It was so sad. Oh.
Teddy, no!
Teddy bear became possessed.
Did it disappear at the end?
I thought
Or is it
for a
still
s-
with him?
I thought it turned and then it was like on him, and then I thought I saw something shiny. I was like, does it have a knife? Like, I don't
Teddy
know
bear with a
what.
knife, a little plastic teddy bear knife.
He's like, I'm coming to me.
Oh no!
Yeah, like that bear was on another level.
It was on one.
Do you think the bear was controlling the door and the entity, or was an entity controlling the bear?
I originally thought the entity was controlling the bear, but now that you bring it up, that is a very real possibility that
Exactly.
this tiny panda bear plush is actually pulling the strings.
Exactly. I think it's the bear.
Ew.
I want to know what happened that made him jump, because I think something fell or something happened and then he jumped, but I don't know why he was making the noise as he was looking at everything. My biggest fear was when he turned to the toilet. I thought there was going to be like a giant turd in there.
I thought there was gonna be
Yeah,
a little
I-
tiny person in there making that noise. At first, I thought it was like, you know when like you turn on like an old shower and you get that sound of like the water pressure building?
Yeah.
I thought it was that, but it wasn't.
Nope.
There's somebody behind the camera. That is a filthy, filthy bathroom.
I like to think, I'm hoping it's an abandoned building.
Oh yeah, thank you for the box. We needed that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have seen it otherwise. Holy
Oh!
Is this all the same shot?
I think. It's gotta be. Oh! Oh!
Oh.
I thought we were just getting poltergeist activity. I thought we were just like moving things. I didn't know we would get a demon. A real demon.
I hated that. That was awful. You were just between all the inflatable things.
Right? Like I've seen stuff like that before where it's like, it's a cute dog amidst a bunch of plushies or something, right? Not a freaking greasy demon amongst a bunch of piñatas.
On demon, long, scraggly black hair. Gross. He's just sat in there spinning inflatables, like
just tossing napkins off the shelf.
It's like
God, I would hate to work there.
that would be the worst shop. I wouldn't even go in there.
Yeah, as soon as any of that occurred, I'd be like, you know what, guys? I think I'll try my luck on the street once again.
Now, yesterday I purchased this camera. Today I purchased the tripod. And I will begin a documentation of my life, of my art, and of my plans. What I do feel for her...
Put them away.
Okay, I know many people would say,
Put them away.
you can't possibly love somebody you don't know.
Isn't this the guy that shot himself in the head? He was in love with Bjork. This is the guy that
we've
loved
come
Bjork.
full circle?
We have come full circle. I need to confirm this. So let me confirm this for the people. But I believe this man was obsessed with Bjork.
Oh my
Bjork,
gosh.
stalker,
Back in 96.
Ricardo Lopez. Yes, here we go. Ricardo Lopez, Bjork stalker.
Wow.
And I think, yeah, he became angry with her. She was in a relationship with someone else, so he killed himself on camera. He uploaded everything to YouTube.
He's running faster and faster and faster, and deeper into the catacombs. And all of a sudden...
Oh, is this the footage from the Paris catacombs?
Yes. So this was the one, like, I honestly think this video was what inspired As Above, So Below.
Yes.
Because there's this guy, they found his footage, legitimately. This is probably the only real found footage.
Real found footage.
He was in the Paris catacombs, and then they have no idea what happened to him.
Yeah.
He dropped his camera and ran away, no one ever saw him again. He could still be in the catacombs.
He could.
Chilling, killing.
I mean, I would assume he would still be in the catacombs, just maybe not chilling. Maybe he's like...
dusting.
Skeleton. This is just a still image?
Yeah.
Was it just a bear attack?
Yeah, so backstory. There's a movie called Grizzly Man,
Uh-huh.
a documentary created by Werner Herzog. So this guy, he lived in Alaska in the middle of nowhere. He felt he had a connection with bears, specifically grizzly bears, so he lived among them for years. And then one day when the bears just ate him, I think him and his girlfriend both died. But when Herzog made their documentary about it, they didn't, he intentionally didn't play the footage, in the documentary because he didn't think anyone should hear it. But I didn't know, that's the first time I'm hearing that. So that was a lot to handle. It's sad.
Yeah.
Don't live among bears because they're bears and
They're
you're human.
wild animals.
Exactly.
And you're in the wild.
Yes.